Hello and welcome to another episode of Simon's Universe of Music. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're doing grand, and I hope everything's absolutely pretty cool out there in the universe. So, today's episode is going to be on another film, another soundtrack. That is the film Baby Driver. Baby Driver, the film and the soundtrack. On the CD you've got 13 tracks, on Apple Music and I'm sure on Spotify you've got 30 odd tracks by some of the greatest artists in the world, but I think the thing that makes the film so good is the music. With the director right, I think he put this film together. He said he took about 20 odd years with this story, the characters of the crime, fast cars, love story, but with a soundtrack. I mean, we all know that the cast is actually pretty excellent with Kevin Spacey, Jamie Foxx, with Lily James playing Deborah. It is with Lily James playing Deborah. She played Baby's girlfriend pretty well, and with her parts, but I suppose the reason why we're talking about this is because I think that the soundtrack is so important. It's really a big part of Simon's Universe of Music. It's a great film, it's great music to put on, and it's got some absolute killer tracks, which I'm sure you all enjoy and you really do love, because I do, and I'm sure you do too. So I suppose one of the main featured tracks is obviously the Jon Spencer Blues Explosion, Bell Bottoms, you know. That is an absolute killer track. I think it's really good. It's something that I'm sure if you heard it in a bar or a nightclub or wherever you're at, on holiday somewhere, you hear that, you think of this, and you know that's pretty cool. So, you know, that's pretty amazing. I mean, also having people like T-Rex on this album and the song Deborah, how would I say what I think about T-Rex? I absolutely love the man. It's real sad what happened to him and the car and everything, but T-Rex's music, I can admit I'm not the biggest of fans, but I absolutely love his music. I can put it on, I know the classics of course, and he is amazing. He would have been amazing if he was still around and we could have got to see him, obviously down the road, but hey, that wasn't meant to be. He was a rock and roll shame. But having people like T-Rex on this album with the song Deborah, I love that song Universe. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I think anyone should listen to T-Rex because he is an absolute legend and I absolutely love him. In the film Baby Driver, they've got Beck on the soundtrack as well. I've actually seen Beck twice at Reading Festival. 2000 and I think 2003. Yeah. When obviously, you know, in the 90s when Beck was around, we got into him. We liked him. We liked his character, and seeing him live, he is a mega amazing man. I liked his stuff in the early days, and haven't really listened to his later stuff, but I really admire him as a songwriter, and you know, Where's It At and all of that. It's brilliant. He's a brilliant man, and I like the song Deborah by Beck. I think it's a great tune. But I think the good thing about this soundtrack, it's got a lot of modern and it's got a bit of old as well. So with the mix of artists of Blur, Queen, The Dam, you know, but also like Bob and Elle. You know, Bob and Elle are incredible with music that they've got. But also with this soundtrack and in this film, it's got people like Barry White on it. And the Barry White track basically is Never Gonna Give You Up. Now, me and Susanna were out not so long ago, and Barry White came on the radio, and basically with Barry White being on that, I've always known about him. I've never really been the biggest of fans, but while I was working on this episode universe, I thought I'm going to listen to a couple of his tracks. And with listening to the track of Barry White with Never Gonna Give You Up, I love the sound of that universe. I think it's a really good track to the film. I love the sound of it. And, I mean, I'm just a guy from England, but I'm sure there's a lot of people around the world that actually know how great his voice is. I'm sure he was a massive star in America and around the world for people to love and appreciate that man. I think I was about in my early 20s when he died. 20 odd years down the line, I'm listening to Barry White on a movie soundtrack. You know what? And now I'm thinking, I really like your voice. I really like some of the music that you made. And, hey, this is the thing why I love movie soundtracks. It's because of what it can give you, where it can take you. And if you want to find other artists that you're not too sure about, I think it's a brilliant thing. So, it has like Simon and Garfunkel on it, it has like Queen on it. The Simon and Garfunkel track is obviously Baby Driver. The Queen track is Brighton Rock. Carla Thomas has obviously got a track on it, the song that she sang, Baby. And that is a great track. Baby, oh baby, I love to call you baby. Tunes like that are really good, and I think when I'm doing my job, you can put tracks on like that are really enjoyable and really good fun. And that's another reason why I love this soundtrack on Baby Driver. I do have to tell you, I think my favourite track on the album is Brenda Holloway, Every Little Bit Hurts. Universe, I absolutely love that track, and I've had a little bit of a look on her music and if there was anything else that really appealed to me, but that Pacific track I absolutely love. I love the way that she sings that song. I love the way that it just sounds. I love the way that it makes me think about Susanna and how much I love her. It just has something that is just totally amazing. I absolutely love the sound of it. I love the track of it. And I just think when you have a song like that from a time period that can still sound so fresh and so beautiful and something that's so special, Simon's Universe of Music, I absolutely love the track Every Little Bit Hurts by Brenda Holloway. It's an absolutely amazing track, and it's really good. I think it's really important to have films come out like this over a period of time where it's got action, it's got adventure, it's got a love story that I think is beautiful with the characters, and with the sounds to a lot of things. With the guys that Wright has worked with creating the sound within the film Baby Driver, it's very important that his film crew, through a lot of his films, through Shaun of the Dead to Baby Driver, and the list goes on, he has used his team, and when he was creating this, a lot of the editing and the sound and that was just put together with the tracks to the film. That's another thing within the film is the technology with iPods and that, and no real phones listening to music, no Apple phones or Spotify. A lot of the time is using iPods because of the way that he wanted to make the film with the technology and with the crime and the way that babies walking around stealing cars and seeing other people's iPods and that. He would take other people's iPods and listen to their music. So the way that he listens to music was just, that's how he put it into the film with the technology, which I think is a great thing. The other thing is, with the characters in the film, he said a lot of people within crime and a lot of action films always wear black, right? But he wanted to put them in different colours. So Jamie Foxx will have this colour, Kevin Spacey will have this colour, Lily James will have this colour, and so on, so on, so on. We get the drift, universe, but these are really important facts within the film. So I suppose with Baby Driver, it even has the Beach Boys on it. And that track is Let's Go Away for a While. It has great tracks. It's a great film. It's a great love story. Baby Driver is a film that I really do enjoy, and I think it was very well put together. I think the director is one of the best in the world, and this script is absolutely fantastic. It's a great film. I would recommend anyone to enjoy it, even though it's a few years old now, and they was talking about making a second one. Is it too late? I don't know. Could they do it? Yeah, possibly. But it's a great film. It's a great soundtrack. I recommend anyone to get it on Spotify or iTunes, because you get pretty much the whole lot of tracks. And on the CD, you've only got 13 tracks. Me being a fan of the movie business, but more importantly, the music business, because that's the real thing that we really do love, Universe. Music. Films, music, artists, rock and roll, dancing, singing, having a good time, being happy, enjoying yourself, and relaxing your mind, because that is the most important thing in the world, Universe, is relaxing your mind and being happy. So, Universe, thank you very much for watching this episode on Baby Driver. It's a really good film and I really enjoy it. It's a great soundtrack. Please subscribe. Please put your comments in. I hope you're enjoying the channel and let us know what you think. There's lots coming up. There's lots happening. So, and it's getting towards the end of the year. Where's the year gone, Universe? Because it really is pretty crazy how fast it's gone. But, yeah, everything's doing good. So, thank you very much, Simon's Universe Music. We'll see you again, yes again, on Simon's Universe Music.